This little kitchen is busting at the seams. But it does what I need it to do, so that's fine. We're working on sauerkraut today. Got my cabbages washed. I'm gonna core them. This knife is not sharp. Start with a nice clean cabbage and nice clean tables. Cut them up. So if y'all can see this, everything's covering it. Cutting it up as fine as I can. I'll get it a lot finer than that. I'm just putting it over. I've got my big bow out here. Got a big bowl of cabbage right there. Keith likes it chunkier, or I would have just used my food processor. I'm just using the back of my wooden spoon to push it down, keeping it about right here. And I'm using Whippoorwill Hollow's recipe. Or holler. I don't know how they say it. It would be holler here. And more. It's just 1 teaspoon of sugar per jar. One teaspoon of cumin salt. And 1 teaspoon of vinegar. And then warm water, or almost boiling water. And we're going to water bath can them for 20 minutes. You gotta debubble them. So I was editing my sauerkraut video and realized I didn't even finish it. But I got 6 quarts of sauerkraut and a pint. And I just keep it covered in a dark spot, not above 75 degrees, for about a month. If Keith will let it go that long. He loves sauerkraut. It has turned off cool. Got to put a sweatshirt on. It's in the 60s right now. I'm not complaining though. I'd rather it be that cool. We've had a brutal summer. How is the weather where you live? Are you more being sad that summer's coming to an end? Or are you happy that fall? I hope fall isn't just like a week. Like sometimes fall comes in and it's like a week and you're done and it's wintertime. But we have been canning. The garden is, we're still getting tomatoes, but the most of it's over with now. Are you all still getting garden foods? And we didn't plant a fall garden this year. I don't know why. We usually do. Keith is just so busy trying to finish this place. And that septic tank was a big undertaking. Been one of the, I feel like it was worse than the rafters. The rafters were hard, but the septic tank to me was really hard on him, trying to figure everything out. But he's about got everything finished, and that's a big project off our list. Now we got to move on to hot water heater and putting our cook stove in, and to getting a propane stove. And even though we have a natural gas well on this property, we have issues with the gas when it gets really cold, freezing up. So we thought if we got a natural, oh gosh, I bit my tongue. If we got a propane stove, then, you know, we'd still at least have a cook stove. And then we're wanting to get the mini splits put in before it gets too cold. I think you only need one here. I'm not sure. I know if we do an addition, a bedroom addition, we'll have to get another one, but I'm thinking that's what we have talked about doing, is just getting a propane cook stove instead of the natural gas. That way we're not, because our hot water heater will be natural gas, our heat right now is natural gas. So if we have everything natural gas and it freezes up, it's gonna make for a rough winter. It usually only freezes up though when it gets really, really cold and it starts thawing back out. But we're running pantry built. I have got canned food shoved everywhere, and I've even got I've got a lot still at the other house I need to bring. I'm sure my daughter would like to have the room, which, I mean, she uses some of the canned food, but not as much as I do. Some of the leaves are starting to turn here. I'm being kind of chatty today. Keith has gone to a horse sale, so I guess I'll just talk to my my friends. And I hope all you are doing well. And I don't really know what our next project is going to be. It will probably be the stove. Can't be this weekend though. We try to do everything on Friday and Saturday, but it's our little grandson's 2nd birthday, so I always make their cakes, so it takes me like 2 days to get their cakes done, and then we have their party. So this weekend's kind of out already, but next weekend we've talked that hopefully we can get the stove put in. Not sure what size of a tank we're going to get. I've read like 100-pound tank will last quite a bit. I don't know if we should get a bigger one set, which I don't even know if they could get up the mountain. We already had that one gravel truck go off of it backwards and about wrecked, so I'm not sure they would come up the mountain and set the tank. But we've got a lot. I'm getting so excited to see this place finished. But I'm trying to slow down and enjoy every little thing that we do. We've got to finish the solar house. Keith was like, I've got to finish that, or I've got to tarp it. One, you know, I don't want to ruin it. So that's something he's going to have to get started back on so we can get the solar moved out of the house. But I guess I'm kind of incorporating now. I guess if you haven't caught on, I don't know if I've said yet, but we live here now. So my cooking videos, my canning videos, and my cabin videos kind of all go hand in hand now. But for the ones kind of worried that our kitchen is way too small. And over the weekend, it was my son's birthday. And I said, just tell me what you want to eat and I'll make it, okay? And this was his request: fried chicken, fried potatoes, fried cabbage, and homemade buttermilk biscuits. So I made enough chicken to feed an army, I'm telling you. There was only 12 or 13 of us here, but I fried chicken for almost 2.5 hours. And I made that. I made what he asked for, plus I made soup, beans, cornbread, potato salad, deviled eggs, and peanut butter pie. And my mom, he always wants a peanut butter pie. He don't like cake. And my mom brought a punch bowl cake. But I just set it up like buffet style on the hutch, and then went around like where the sink is, and it worked out perfect. Everybody gravitated towards the back porch. I had the table set up, and we just had a good time, and it fit everybody good, and nobody felt crowded. So I guess I can cross that worry off, even though if we do an addition anytime, it'll probably be a bigger kitchen, or maybe a dining room and a bedroom. And maybe, I don't know, I've been trying to, like, talking to Keith ways that we can make the bedroom bigger without having to do an addition. But then I don't know if it'll look right. He was trying to explain to me like how we could do it, but in my mind I was like, I don't think it's gonna look right. So, but I cooked all that. I don't even have a stove either. I cooked it on a electric frying pan and my Camp Chef out there. And my little, I baked the biscuits and the cornbread in my little toaster oven, which it's a little more than a toaster oven, but hey, it worked out fine. But I was gonna get a video of it, of all the food, and everybody came in and everything got hectic, and I didn't get to get a video. But all the things I've been worried about, I was worried, you know, I'm not gonna be able to have dinners up here or whatever because it's just too small, but it's worked out fine. Now we'll add 2 for Thanksgiving and Christmas. There may be, you know, 4 to 6 more people here. So I don't know. I told Keith I would like to like enclose the back porch, but not like permanently. I've seen some different ways that people enclose their back porch, but then they can take it back off during summer. So it's like in big panels. So I don't know, we may do that because I love my back porch and I'd hate to give it up. So, but I hope you guys have a blessed day and a blessed week. And I don't know if I'll have anything this weekend. Like I said, it's birthday time, and I have put some of my cakes on here before, but I don't think they really got many views. So I don't know. I may show how I make their little birthday cakes and everything. But I hope you guys are doing great, and I will talk to you on the next one.